breaking news to captivating conversations, news analysis, giving you all sides to the story. We break in-depth discussions on the issues that matter, from politics to sports, entertainment, and lifestyle. VOP TV on SLTV, channel 264. Join us as we redefine what television means to you. Voice of the People Television, VOP TV. Now, you have more than a voice. Mattermost to you and I, from social justice to economic empowerment, education to healthcare, governance and more, tackling tough topics and amplifying your voice. Join the conversation and make your voice count. The people's voice. Make your voice count.
Africa is on the move, a continent of rising voices, untold stories, and powerful transformations. From the streets of Lagos to the heart of Nairobi, from the mines of Congo to the tech labs of Cape Town, the African story is being written every day. Bold, dynamic, unstoppable. This is African News on Voice of the People Television. We don't just bring you the news. We analyze and bring you Africa's heartbeat, the politics that shapes our nations, the economies that drives our future, the cultures that defines who we are, the voice that must be heard. Africa News, Africa's voice, Africa's future. Where Africa speaks, the world listens.
This is Health Check, your weekly guide to better living, smarter choices, and trusted answers. From everyday wellness to urgent health issues, we've got you covered. Health Check, only on Voice of the People Television, where your health has a voice.
In a world where power shapes with every headline.
In a nation full of questions.
In a world filled with noise, the truth needs a voice.
The policies that shapes our world and the economy that determines our future.
Every hour, every day, the grapevine keeps buzzing.
And together, we are committed to telling the stories that shape our world, because your voice is our focus.
Don't forget, our voice matters the most. Let us come together and share our concerns. Welcome to the locker room, the home of football talk that matters. I am Jerry Arpeon. Join us every weekday, Monday to Friday at 5 p.m. Nigerian time, as we share the hot takes and hot debates in the exciting world of football. And joining me are the usual suspects, Ikechukwu and Mayowa, as we break down all the hot takes and everything that's happening in the football. Don't just watch football, live it with us. Catch us on the locker room and Voice of the People Television at 5 p.m. Nigerian time. And like I always say, if not 20 minutes off, please
Hello there, my name is Davido'S Ogunsi, also known as the Goldfish.
Hi, my name is Chiki Bright Emmanuel. I'm an actor and a filmmaker.
Hello peeps, my name is Yomi E. Adejimo.
Hi everyone, I'm Paul Utomi. Hi
everyone, my name is Stacey Benjamin and this is Voice of the People TV.
I need you to keep it locked to VOP TV. See, are you looking for good entertainment? You want to get good movies, good music, politics, talk shows, sports and entertainment. You really want a channel that gives you everything you need without you having to run around. VOP is where you are. That's Voice of the People.
If you're not listening to this, you're not one of us. And you deserve to be killed. Scrap chat. Don't be killed, but watch it. Or I'll find you. And I want you.
And you are locked on VOP TV. Don't go nowhere. This is where the juice is. This is where all you need for entertainment, politics, movies, and whatnot.
And keep watching VOP TV.
So keep it locked, because I'm locked already, man, and it's money back guarantee. So you're gonna have a good time, because I do.
And please keep watching VOP TV.
I want something actually. I beg you, subscribe, watch it. If not, whatever you see.
You better not touch that guy, because VOP is the plot.
We encourage you to click on the like button and subscribe to our YouTube channel. We are Voice of the People TV. Also follow us on all our social media platforms. We are at VOP TV Live. Visit our website www.vop.ng for fresh and trending news. Also watch us live on SLTV channel 264. VOP TV, Voice of the People Television.
Behind every broken desk lies a broken promise. Education shapes the nations. But who is asking the right questions? Introducing Edu Dialogue, the show that goes beyond the surface, exposes the cracks, the corruption, and the silence in Nigeria's education system. Edu Dialogue, Saturdays, 3 p.m., only on VOP TV. We break the biggest stories, from missing funds to policy failures. We ask the tough questions and demand real answers. Edu Dialogue, this Saturday, 3 p.m. on Voice of the People Television.
In a world where power shifts with every headline,
In a nation full of questions,
In a world filled with noise, the truth needs a voice.
The policies that shapes our world and the economy that determines our future.
Every hour, every day, the grapevine keeps buzzing.
and together we are committed to telling the stories that shape our world, because your voice is our focus.
Don't forget, our voice matters the most. Let us come together and share our concerns.
In a world where power shifts with every headlines, news breaks and events happens, we bring you unbiased and explicit information on politics, economy and state of the nation. We break down the chaos. Facts, not fluff. Truth, not spin. We discuss not just politics, but a glimpse into the future. Voice of the People Television. Now you have more than a voice.
In a world where truth is the ultimate power and opinions scream the loudest, it's time to wade through the noise.
Hunger no get tribe! Hunger no get religion!
And scan the human interest and trending topics that matter. Stay tuned to The Issues, your plug to the stories making the buzz, from politics to science and technology, social justice, and more. Let's tackle the tough questions and expose the truth. The Issues, on Voice of the People Television, Mondays to Fridays, 8 to 9 p.m. The issues. Don't just react. Understand. Are you ready for the extraordinary? Something big is happening on your screen. Introducing VOP TV. Now streaming on SLTV channel 264. From breaking news to captivating conversations, news analysis, giving you all sides to the story. We break in-depth discussions on the issues that matter, from politics to sports, entertainment, and lifestyle. VOP TV on SLTV channel 264. Join us.
Welcome, guys. The show is Hashtags right here on VOP TV. My name is Vivian Oguche, and this is where I get to tell you all things trending, all things topical. Welcome aboard. And if this is your very first time, accept a very, very warm welcome from us. I say us because it's a whole team, people behind the scene, as well as myself, working to make sure that this thing is seamless. Now, without further ado, let's get the show on the road. We begin with hashtag Deji Adeleke. He is a billionaire businessman and also philanthropist. He's also very popular because he's the father of a very popular Nigerian singer, Davido. Now, there's been this ongoing paternity dispute, right, between Davido and an unnamed woman. So much so that the child, because there's a child involved, the child came out, she's known as Anu. She came out not too long ago to say, Davido, please do one more DNA test, right? Just do it for me because this life is not worth living until I know who my father is. And Davido replies and says, look, I've done 5 DNA tests and they all came out negative. It shows that I'm not your father. Now, this whole thing took a different turn today when Davido's father decided to come on board decided to go public for the very first time to address this paternity dispute. Now, I take you to X now, so you take a look at the post that's going to lead us up to the video, right? So this is Aye Kucho. I hope I got it right. And he says, I would have been glad if this girl were my granddaughter so I can spoil her silly like the other ones. But the DNA results were negative. And he is quoting Deji Adeleke as he reacts to paternity claims against his son. Take a listen to the video, guys.
They can't just take somebody's word for it. Somebody has done a paternity test and several analyses, he's not the child, he's not the father of the child. Okay? If I can be paying the girl's school fees, sending her money, knowing that fully that she's not my grandchild, without telling anybody, if I can ask the mom to come to my school and go to school free of charge, and still pay her 50,000 every month for her upkeep, I would have been so glad if this girl was my granddaughter, so I can spoil her silly like the other ones. I call them my roommate.
So there's a backstory to this whole gist. Apparently, Mr. Adeleke has been taking care of this girl, according to what he said, knowing that she isn't his granddaughter, paying her mother 50,000 naira monthly, right, for upkeep, and then ensuring that the mother of the girl goes to school, his own school, like he said, free of charge, still knowing that the girl is not his own granddaughter. All right, so netizens are saying, so you've been doing this. Kukuma adopt the girl now. Kukuma, that's Benue State slang. Yeah, but let me just take you back to X now so you see how netizens are reacting to this particular hashtag. So Tunde Jide Olusonya says, you can adopt her. Prince Adebanjo says, no wonder your boy resorts to abusive language toward that innocent girl. Is it really necessary to call her crazy when she's just desperately searching for her father? Now, Prince is referring to Davido's very crisp response to Anu, who was appealing to him for one more DNA test. Tola says, this is so embarrassing. Poor little girl in the middle of all of this. More reactions. Let's continue to take a look at them. Now, so Dayo Ajibade says, okay, Baba, can you cuckoo adopt her then? Aha, there's another person using the cuckoo one. Phoenix says, one thing I know for sure is that if truly she's Davido's child, Deji Adeleke wouldn't waste time in taking care of her without anyone knowing at all. Wow. Then this is Timothy Olamilekon, who says the mother should show her father. AJ says there's a thin line of bond between David and Anu. If his father could offer scholarship to mother and daughter. There's one more post that's going to lead us to the next hashtag. So let's take a look at Immense Autos and Logistics Services says, they should just pick up Auntie Kemi, who has been trying to spoil David's name through this. Now, Immense Autos is referring to journalist Dr. Kemi Olunloyo. And that is our next hashtag. So Dr. Kemi Olunloyo is in the middle of all of this because Mr. Adeji Adeleke has accused her of being behind this whole drama. He said that Kemi Olunloyo has been impersonating Anu. How is that even possible, right? If you want to wrap your head around this, you need to take a listen to Mr. Adeleke all over again. So I'm going to go back to X now, so you see the first post that's going to lead us to the next video. It is hashtag Kemi Olunloyo, and it's still about the paternity dispute. Onyidamola says, Kemi Olunloyo is the one impersonating the young child Anu. And I don't even think it's legal for Kemi Olunloyo to be impersonating a minor. Davido'S dad, billionaire Deji Adeleke, finally comes out for the first time to clear the air about the DNA test. Take a listen, guys.
They can't just take somebody's word for it. Somebody has done a paternity test and several and says he's not the child, he's not the father of the child. Okay? If I can be paying the girl's school fees, sending her money, knowing that fully that she's not my grandchild, without telling anybody, if I can ask the mom to come to my school and go to school free of charge, and still pay her 50,000 every month for her upkeep, I would have been so glad if this.
Among my channels.
This girl was my granddaughter, so I can spoil her silly like the other ones. I call them my roommates. They come here every weekend. You see my swimming pool, you can see the level for kids, not for adults. So I don't know. So I don't care what she says. She's crazy. We are going to consider suing her.
All right. So about this
yeah. Yeah.
Is it still open to her? Can she still take it off?
You can see when I was upset, the last thing I said that she can still continue. And even I think this year, okay, this was one little girl called Anu Lupo that lives in Ibadan. That Kemi has continually alleged that Kemi Olunloyo has continually alleged that David is the father of the little girl. To start with, let me put it on record that I have 14 grandchildren, and I'll tell you the story about Anulupo and what has happened since I received a letter in 2014 from a lawyer in Ibadan alleging that my son David got somebody pregnant and abandoned the person with the child. And I'll tell what the actions that I took immediately and what. But the reason why I call this press conference is for us to address. I'm not even sure if it's legal for someone to impersonate a minor. this Kemi Olu lawyer has been after my son David for many years. Everything she says about David is always negative and negative, trying to put him in bad light, with the public. This that I'm about to read to you is what I received from the sister to Anu's mom that lives in Abuja. I'm not going to mention her name, but she's in communication with me. When this happened, she was the first, because I'm not in the social media. She saw the thing that was supposedly written by her niece, and then she sent this to me. Say, "Good afternoon, sir. So I hope your day is going well. I just saw this on a blog post. I just wanted to clarify that the account is not run by me, Ayo, or my mom. The account is run by Kemi Olu lawyer, whom we have cut ties with years ago. I really do not know why she keeps posting these things, knowing fully well that we are no longer in communication. We have reached out to her several times to stop posting anything about Anu. I'm sorry if this embarrasses your family in any way." And immediately I saw this,
So that's him giving you the backstory of all of this. So Anu and her mother allegedly are saying that they've cut ties with Kemi Olunoyo, and that this account, this mysterious account, is being run by Dr. Kemi Olunoyo. And that is what Davido's father has just alleged. Now, in a short while, we're going to be listening to Kemi Olunoyo, who just replied to the Adele case, and credit to my colleague Elijah for drawing my attention to that one. But before we take a look at her response, let's see how netizens are responding to what Davido's father just said about Kemi Olunoyo being in the middle of all of this. But first, it would be remiss if I do not apologize for all of the mix-up at the start of this. We're trying to get it right. Let's go back to X now so we see how netizens are responding to hashtag Kemi Olunoyo. Can we take it?
So I know PR very, very well. Some of you know my work in PR.
And says it was too obvious from the start. Initially, I thought it must be the girl's mom, but still I was certain it wasn't the child. Dr. Farouk says for Davido's dad to come out and speak, it means he has had enough. And then he referred to what he had said 1 hour ago, saying everything, this is Dr. Farouk saying, everything Davido's dad said is accurate and there is nothing you want to tell me. Kemi needs to stop all this. More reactions. Offend No One says, wow, that's a serious situation. Let's see how this unfolds. And Henzi says, what that woman and the mother are doing doesn't make sense at all. More reactions? Mr. White says he comes out for his son. We need Weezy's father to do same. What do you think? Well, what do you think? More reactions. Let's go take a look at them. So Isiaka says for Chief Deji Adeleke to come out on this matter, it is not a small thing, and he may take it up with Kemi Olunoyo. I hope it gets resolved amicably between Davido and Anu. Mrs. Adebayo says once Kemi is involved in the matter, I start to doubt the truth of it. That woman can lie that the sky is green, and she will lie so confidently, even you would wonder if the sky is truly green and you are the one seeing double. Parasol says, what does Kemi stand to gain in all of this? For this man to address the public like this, you should know it's something that has taken a toll on him. Kemi needs to be arrested. And Tokpa says he doesn't even need to do this. We know Davido has never met her. The next reaction. So this is Dr. Kemi Onluloyo saying, and this is just breaking really. She's saying, #breaking, my reply to Dr. Deji Adeleke. And she says, part 1, #Dr. Kemi with the Nigerian flag. Guys, take a listen. Please, can we start from 1 minute, 22 seconds into this video?
Pharmacy degrees. So I know PR very, very well. Some of you know my work in PR in Canada. At the end of the day, I opened that page in November of 2018, and I was doing an investigation about Davido and the death of Tabo, Shime, and DJ Olu. At the time I was doing that investigation, Davido actually came and abused me because I did a story about Chioma and Davido breaking up. So, like story in open weary, open cheap drug user, only killing oil pussy me. But when them on Kotoshele now, and we just because she wants at home on Kotoshele. What did Davido do to this woman? At the end of the day,
well, apologies for the crude comments you just heard. But hey, what she's saying basically is that there's been this long-running feud between herself and Davido. You remember how she reported on Davido breaking up with his wife currently when they were still, trying to get things right. Dr. Kemi was in the middle of it and had reported once upon a time that they had broken up and all. And she said that Davido had insulted her and all. That this has a very, very long backstory to it. If you want to go to X to take a look at it, you can knock yourself out. It's about 9 minutes long. But basically, she's saying this is part 1. As soon as she brings out the written statement, we'll pull that up because the video is punctuated with some stuff we can air on TV. Now, let's just pause on that because I know this is not the end of the matter. Davido's dad has just opened Pandora's box, and as the event continues to unfold, we will keep you posted. Let's go back to the next hashtag. Let's continue. I was going to say let's go back to something we had been talking about earlier, but can we go forward to the next hashtag, Makuku, which is a follow-up to something we had been talking for about 2-3 days now. You remember how Vanguard on the 15th of this month put up a post of a woman who had fainted and looked like she was going to die during the ongoing demolition at Makuku, which is a slum community. A floating city is what's called. So there's an ongoing demolition. Vanguard said hunger and death as the modus operandi is just whack. It's what Guardian, the Vanguard said. Yesterday, we brought you the post by Obi Ezekwesili, and she described the ongoing exercise at Makuku as a state-sanctioned land grab. Shortly after that, Governor Sanwo-Olu of Lagos fired his own salvo and said, look, you guys, all we are trying to do is to sanitize the city. And he pointed out that there is some high tension wires and they're trying to protect members of this community from ensuring that they don't die by shocking and all of that. And that, the Third Mainland Bridge needs to be cleaned and all of that. It's a whole lot. There's a video of that on X if you want to watch it. He also accused NGOs of profiting from the Makuku situation. So there's an update to that particular one. A short film has been produced, and the residents of Makuku are chronicling the events. And of course, netizens are responding. So it is #Makuku, the update. Let's take it to X now. So you see the post? That's going to lead us to the video. Cleverly says, after a demolition in Makuku left families homeless, this film documents the aftermath through the voices of those affected. Take a look, guys.
30 years. That is how Juliet has caused this place home. Juliet, a fish seller and a mother of 8, has lost her home. 30 years gone in a day.
Àwọn ìdíjà rẹ̀ lọ́dí ìwé ìdíjà kan tó sọ̀fọ́ fẹ́ dé ìdíwé náà fẹ́ tó kákà sàn lọ́n kù lọ́ọ̀ fi hàn dọ̀rọ̀ ní. àmọ́ ohun ọ̀yàn ohun tọ́lẹ̀ bí ọ̀yàn mọ̀ ohun lòwe tọwọ́ ẹdẹ́rẹ́ tó dé wọn ìrìn àlọ́bù kò sọ̀rọ̀ alẹ́ òjì.
máa ti ìròyìn àwọn tó máa ti pọ̀ rúbẹ̀ ìwé ìdèyàn lọ tọ́ wọn lóyún àrùn wọn tọ́ wọn lọ́yà ìtọ́lẹ̀ máa ń mọ ń lè ìwúrọ̀ ìwúrọ̀ máa ń lè mọ̀ ebi ló gba òbí síwé ọ̀kú dì mọ́.
credit goes to Olawale for that video. He produced it and all of that. So that's it's just a summation of what is going on, because he told you the side of the government as well as the side of the residents, as well as the side of the NGOs. So NGOs being non-governmental organizations. Now, netizens are jumping on this one. Now, lots of reactions, I can tell you. But we picked a number of them, yeah? So let's see how Nigerians are reacting to hashtag Makoko. So Excel says, I don't understand this height of wickedness. Government should make provision for them before demolition now. Now, wow, life in Nigeria is getting more difficult every day. And then Fobig says, blame Juliet also for limiting her life by having 8 children in this type of environment. Juliet, it's time to face the reality you were scared of. It's time to face the reality you were scared of that made you accept to live like an animal for 30 years. Gosh, that's crude. Juliet is one of the protagonists in that short video you just watched. Big Famsi says, I feel sad for those families, sincerely. But the truth is, I don't know how they survive on the water, because it's really risky to live in that kind of environment. Well, some of them, most of them have said they'll rather live on water than on land. Inet with fact says, Makoko is DYK. Do you know that Makoko is often called the Venice of Africa? Because much of the community is built on stilts over the Lagos Lagoon, with residents using canoes as their primary way to get around, go to school, and even trade goods. More reactions? Abimbola says, I feel for them as government do not compensate on illegal structures. And then Abimbola goes on to say, majority of them are Egun and Dahomey tribes from Badagry and few from Benin, Togo, and Mali. I really feel for them. That's why the dialect was quite strange, yeah, when you were listening. Sami Ugunabo says, this is truly awful. I understand Makoko shouldn't exist, but since the government complicity allowed them to reside there, shouldn't there be a relocation program implemented before their homes are demolished? The consequences of this demolition will, without any doubt, cause immense hardship and crime for the state. Where will they go? All right. I just allowed that silence to sink in a little bit because of what Sammy said. Where will they go? Let's be fair. What should be done, really, after the demolition exercise for those who have lost their homes and livelihood? Shouldn't there be a plan to reintegrate them into society, a place where they can call home again, or an IDP camp, internally displaced people's camps, where they can go stay? This is just me asking, right? As this event unfolds, we'll continue to keep you posted. Let's move on to the next one now, which is a little bit lighthearted. Bilod, Nigeria's cryptocurrency entrepreneur, had a woman from Ogun State pleading for help. She needed a job desperately, or else she was just going to end it. She said she was nearing rock bottom, and she cried for help. Put up the post. Bilod saw it and offered her a job. So she's moved from Nigeria Southwest to Southeast now, and she's trending like mad. So let me take you to X so you see the post that's going to show the video and how netizens are reacting to it. Let's do it. Hashtag Bilod. Yeah. So Yindamola again says, so Bilod saw the video of this lady from Ogun State crying and begging for job online and employed her into his company from Ogun State to Oka. This is great. Now take a listen to her plea for help.
You posted my video because I need a job. I don't know what will happen when I get to the peak of my breaking point, but I can't do anything legal. I just need a job, please. I'm begging you guys, please.
Good morning, guys. This is Bilod. I'm with Corridor. Corridor, how are you? All the way from Ogun State. How do you like it here in Oka?
Oka is pleasant, the pleasant place, and the reception is warm.
What about the people?
People are also good people in Oka State.
How do you feel being not having job 2 weeks ago and having job today? How do you feel?
It's something I didn't really expect, and I actually feel elated. And thanks to Village Group.
And shout out to Tunde Not as well.
Yes, Tunde Not, thank you so much.
So Tunde Not, I want to say thank you on behalf of Tunde Not. We, the Bilog Group, we decided to give Korede an opportunity to work at Bilog Group as the head of Blunt Gadget in Lagos. Korede, we can't wait to see your action. We can't wait to have you in our Lagos office. The people are ready, Lagos people are ready to order from you. On behalf of the Bilog Group, we say thank you. We say welcome to Bilog Group.
Thank you so much, sir. Thank you for the opportunity.
Yes, no problem. I want to say shout out to Korede. She's a brave woman, hardworking, respectful, welcoming. We've given her opportunity to work at Bilog Group, and I know you guys are expecting a lot more from Korede. Korede, thank you so much, and we wish you safe flight back to Lagos.
Thank you so much.
God bless you.
Yeah, thank you so
Thank
much.
you. Bye.
Yes, sir. Bye.
Thank you.
That was before, and then you saw her after. The transformation is huge and speedy. And you heard them saying shout out to Tunde Ednot. Apparently, Tunde Ednot heard what was happening with Korede and decided to hook her up with Bilod, who also was benevolent and gave her a job. So she's settled right now. You could see the smile on her face. But netizens, gosh, they're saying that Bilod only employs women. A number of them, that's what they're saying. I'm going to show you this post. But of course, lots of accolade, for Bilod. Congratulating him really for what he's just done. So I'm going to take you back to X now so you see how netizens are responding to hashtag Bilod. Let's do it. So Obiasogo David says, again, business wins over tribal bigotry. Bilod found the lady who made a video crying for a job, reposted by Tunde Ednot, and gave her a job at his Lagos branch. Aha. So what's instructive in the video is that Bilod asked her, how do you feel about the people, Igbos in Oka? She responded, the people are good. The average Igbo person pays little attention to tribal bigotry so long as he's able to conduct his business freely anywhere. Hope the lady has the relevant skills to keep her newly found job. Yeah, that's a good one. More reactions. Dr. Trader says, I learned he only employs women. Well, congratulations to her. Guys, go and... Okay, whatever that means. Kiki says, you try for this one. Them talk say now only woman you they employ. Daily Pape says, Bilod is doing great. Amara says, that's nice of him. It's a beautiful story, right? Congratulations to Korede. And it's beautiful to see how influencers like Tunde Ednot can play, major roles in beautiful stories like this. It's really beautiful to watch. Now, away from that, let's do a little bit of politics, shall we? Well, it's not really politics, but this next story involves a very popular politician in Nigeria. I'm talking about ADC chieftain Peter Obi. He used to be LP chieftain. He used to be PDP chieftain before that. He became an LP chieftain. He's now an ADC chieftain. So Peter Obi was in Abuja today to visit some trailers who had suffered some huge losses. And there was so much, ado about his trip and all of that. Videos emerged online, and people are responding to him and calling him the man of the people and how he should be a great leader in Nigeria. Now, I'm going to take you to X now, so you see the post that's going to lead us to the video. Let's do it. Estelle Moore says, Peter Obi visits Kugbo Furniture Market, Abuja, that was destroyed by fire. She put up these videos. Take a look, guys. Apparently, it's a huge crowd following him around. It's something he does all the time, not just in Abuja. He does it in Lagos. He does it wherever he goes and all. But hey, not to blow his trumpet here, at the risk of doing that, let me take you back to X now. So you see how netizens are responding to hashtag OB. Let's do it. So, Dr. Abdul Kadir. Wow, this is an interesting one. Let me just say his name in full. Dr. Obianuju Violet Abdul Kadir, that's a true Nigerian, says, always showing empathy. And she's referring to Peter Obi. Dr. TM says, empathy personified. Concerned citizen says, while others, you will only see him outside, you will only see them outside. This English, I don't understand it too, but let me try. While you will only see others outside mingling with, okay, I'll just leave that. You guys read it and see if you can wrap your head around it. PO's main chick says, Peter Obi genuinely cares about Nigerians. And Hat Truth says, where is FCT minister? Where is Wike, is what it's saying. Let's see if Wike eventually pays a visit and condoles with the traders, or really empathizes with them for the loss they just suffered, like Peter Obi just did. Apparently, it means a lot to some netizens. We wrap up that particular hashtag now. We quickly move on to the next, which is hashtag Google. So you know that Google today, this is breaking news, Google opened a development space in Nigeria, and this is his very first one in Africa, and it's getting lots of rave reviews. Nigeria Stories has that story. Yeah, Nigeria Stories has that story. And of course, netizens are responding to it. Let me take you to X now so you take a look at that particular story. Hashtag Google. So Nigeria Story says, breaking, Google opens its first Google developer space in Africa in Lagos, supporting Nigerian tech talent and startups. Looks like a huge building. And of course, activities already. Let's take a look at the reactions now. Akpan.f says, this is amazing. More tech spaces. The next one. So Mr. Ola says the problem will be how to keep the place running with stable electricity. I won't be surprised if they pack up after a year due to unstable power supply. Nah, I don't see that happen. Google should be able to find a way around electricity problems. Nature says, Lagos has never had a good governor because for the fact that a small state has this huge revenue generation is so dirty, is alarming. I don't understand what Nature is saying. I really do not understand it. But let's take a look at the next reaction now. So Edit says, why not Abuja, or why don't Abuja pull such things? Kachi says, signs that Tinubu and his APC government is working, and then he's clapping his hands. Round of applause, that will be. Tiger says, this is a big moment for Nigeria's tech ecosystem. A Google developer space in Lagos means more resources, mentorship, and global exposure for Nigerian developers and startups. It's not just a win for Lagos, it's a win for Africa's innovation future. I agree. And so congratulations to the techies or to the whiz kids in Nigeria for this particular one. All right, let's quickly move on to the next hashtag, which is hashtag IShowSpeed. He is an influencer, very popular YouTuber. I think the second biggest, but if not the biggest right now, because he just clocked 50 million subscribers. And someone is touting the fact that he's the first black man to ever achieve that feat. He's in Nigeria. He was in Senegal not too long ago, but he's now in Nigeria. And it's his birthday today. He's trending like mad. He's broken the internet. And in Nigeria was when this happened for him. 50 million subscribers. Now, he put up a post. Let's take a look at it. I got a number of videos for you, but let's take a look at the post first, shall we? So, Speedy HQ says, breaking. Speed has officially hit 50 million subscribers. He's the first black creator to ever reach this milestone. Take a look at the video he put up.
50 million on my birthday, chat. 50 million on my birthday, chat. Chat, this is the best birthday gift I can ever ask for. I love y'all so much. I love all my fans from the bottom of my heart. I'm so happy, chat. We finally reached 50 million. On my birthday, I reached 50 million. There's no other birthday gift I can ask for better than this, bro.
Before you came into Africa, what was the projection? What did you perceive Africa to be like? Like, what did they tell you about Africa to be?
I never go into a country.
Can we take that video off? We've not gotten there yet. Let's take it up. Thank you. Director, technical guys, work with me, please. Thank you. So, that beautiful birthday cake you just saw was smashed into his face by one of his group, one of his teammates, right, or member of his team, however you want to call it. But before I show you that particular video and what he has to say about Nigeria and Africa at large, because he's been on a tour around Africa, and people are actually applauding him for being a true ambassador. And some people are saying Nigerian celebrities have not done the half of what Speed has just done, showcasing Nigeria and Africa in a very positive light. Now, before we get to that video where he was talking about what he thinks about Nigeria and Africa, let's take a look at his, like I said, a member of his team smashing that well put together cake into his face. That's a so-called celebration, but it was very beautiful to watch. Let's take a look at it.
50 million on my birthday, chat.
So there's a post that's going to lead us to the video of him explaining what it means to be in Africa and Nigeria. But before I show you that video, he went round Lagos, and there's this particular shop he entered, and the woman asked him that, "Are you Nigerian?" And he asked her, "Do I look Nigerian?" And then he now said he probably might be from Nigeria and all of that. But lots of videos. If I begin to show you the videos of him trending right now, we will not leave here today, and we need to leave. Yeah, news hour is coming up not too long from now. But let's take a look at the next post on the X now. That's going to lead us to the next video. What does Speed think about Nigeria and Africa at large? The post. We can't pull up the post now. Let's take a look at the video now. I mean, you hear him say what he has to say. Take a listen.
What was the projection? What did you perceive Africa to be like? Like, what did they tell you about Africa to be?
I never go into a country with the perception.
Okay.
After I do my IRL stream, that's my perception.
Amazing. So what would you think? What would you say about Africa, actually?
Africa is a beautiful place. I mean, I've done streams in all these countries. Everybody can get their own opinion about their own self. Everybody has a different perspective. It's everything here.
So he was speaking so, I mean, his speed. I mean, his speech was so speedy. But at some point you heard him say, Africa is beautiful. And for me, I'll take it. Yeah, that's good enough. On that note, we say congratulations to Spade for clinching 50 million subscribers in YouTube. And of course, a happy birthday to him. Let's quickly take a look at one I promised you yesterday of Sadio Mane really is trending in his home. Talking about his country, Senegal. Millions gathered to honor him after they came back from Morocco after defeating the Moroccans and, you know, clinching the gold at the just concluded AFCON tournament. There's a post and then a video. Yeah, Afrobola says the people of Senegal chant Sadio Mane's name as the AFCON trophy is back in Dakar, the man of the people. Take a listen, guys. It's a mammoth crowd. I do not know how Mane feels right now. And like he said, that he's going to be the 12th man on the pitch henceforth because this is going to be his last AFCON. But this must be the golden moment for him. And he's seizing the moment. You catch him kissing the trophy like it's his wife and all of that. He's been doing that for the past 3 days. It's just me pulling his legs. But hey, this is where we wrap it up. I got to say thanks to everyone who contributed to making the show a success. Everyone really, the men upstairs, the men downstairs, thank you so much. But the bigger thanks goes to you guys for watching. If you liked it, keep a date again with me, same time, same session for another edition of Hashtags. Until then, I am Vivian Oguche, and bye for now.
Extraordinary. Something big is happening on your screen. Introducing VOP TV. Now streaming on SLTV channel 264. From breaking news to captivating conversations, news analysis, giving you all sides to the story. We break in-depth discussions on the issues that matter, from politics to sports, entertainment, and lifestyle. VOP TV on SLTV channel 264. Join us as we redefine what television means to you. Voice of the People Television, VOP TV. Now you have more than a voice.
We encourage you to click on the like button and subscribe to our YouTube channel. We are Voice of the People TV. Also follow us on all our social media platforms. We are at VOP TV Live. Visit our website www.vop.ng for fresh and trending news. Also watch us live on SLTV channel 264. VOP TV, Voice of the People Television.
In a world where truth is the ultimate power and opinions scream the loudest, it's time to wade through the noise.
Hunger no get tribe! Hunger no get religion!
And scan the human interest and trending topics that matter. Stay tuned to The Issues, your plug to the stories making the buzz, from politics to science and technology, social justice, and more. Let's tackle the tough questions and expose the truth. The Issues on Voice of the People Television, Mondays to Fridays, 8 to 9 p.m. The Issues. Don't just react, understand.
Welcome to the locker room, the home of football talk that matters. I am Jerry Arpehon. Join us every weekday, Monday to Friday at 5 p.m. Nigerian time, as we share the hot takes and hot debates in the exciting world of football. And joining me are the usual suspects, Ikechukwu and Mayowa, as we break down all the hot takes and everything that's happening in the football. Don't just watch football, live it with us. Catch us on the locker room and Voice of the People Television at 5 p.m. Nigerian time. And like I always say, if not 20 minutes off, please discuss.
And it's Hakim Ziyech.
Join us as we drive into the world of politics through insightful interviews with prominent political figures, both serving and former governors, ministers, senators, legislators, party chieftains, activists, and analysts. Get first-hand information into the decision-making processes that affect our daily lives. Highly engaging one-hour program that brings political discourse into focus.
I am Chukwuma Okoro.
Political Lens, Monday through Friday, 6 to 7 p.m. Join us.
Africa is on the move, a continent of rising voices, untold stories, and powerful transformations. From the streets of Lagos to the heart of Nairobi, from the mind